EVS Lesson number 17 Seasons Part 2. Let us revise what we have learned till now. Now we are able to differentiate between weather and seasons. And we have also studied about summer, winter and monsoon seasons. Let us explore more about seasons. Children, let us learn more about other seasons. Here we have another season which is also called as fall. It is the autumn season. In autumn, weather is neither too hot nor too cold. It is dry and windy. Now, most of the trees shed their leaves. That's why it is called as the season of fall, because old leaves fall from the trees. Autumn months are October and November. Children, like autumn, spring season is also a short season. New leaves and flowers bloom on the trees. There is greenery all around. There is a very pleasant weather during this season. It is time for picnics. February and March are spring months. Children, now let us discuss how seasons affect the clothes we wear. Like in summer season, we usually prefer wearing light cotton clothes like cotton shirts, short pants, slippers and so on. In monsoon season, we try to protect ourselves from getting wet. So we use umbrella, we wear raincoat, gumboots and so on. In winter, we prefer wearing woolen clothes to keep ourselves warm. Children, now let us see what we prefer eating in different seasons. Like in summer, we usually prefer eating cold things like yogurt, ice creams, different flavors of cold juices, fruits and vegetables. We prefer eating these things in summer because they keep us hydrated. In monsoon, you must be liking eating pakoras with tea. Then many people, they prefer eating corns also and nuts. Now in winter, people usually eat hot drinks and hot food. For example, different types of hot soups, corn soups, chicken soup and so on. Hot chocolate, coffee. Even in winter, people prefer eating different types of nuts to keep themselves warm. Now children, you see how we eat and dress up according to different seasons.
Hi guys! Have you ever wondered why we have seasons? Why spring always follows winter? Summer comes after spring? And autumn after summer? To understand why this happens, you need to know how our planet Earth moves in space. We already know that the Earth is the shape of a sphere. It rotates around its axis. The axis is an imaginary line that goes through the North and South poles. The Earth is also surrounded by another imaginary line, the equator. The equator divides the Earth into the northern and southern hemispheres. Not only does the Earth rotate around its own axis, it also revolves around the Sun. The path in which the Earth revolves around the Sun is called the orbit. Therefore, the Earth moves around the Sun like this. Throughout the year, the Earth is exposed to the Sun on either its northern hemisphere or its southern hemisphere. When the northern hemisphere points toward the Sun, it experiences summer, while the southern hemisphere experiences winter. And vice versa, when the northern hemisphere points away from the Sun, the southern hemisphere gets more sunlight, creating summer there and winter in the northern hemisphere. So what are spring and autumn then? Spring is a transition from winter to summer, and autumn is a similar transition from summer to winter. Now it's winter in the northern hemisphere, but the Earth continues its journey along its orbit, and winter is changed to spring. Then comes summer, and summer is followed by autumn. After autumn comes winter, and everything starts all over again. The same thing happens in the southern hemisphere. Although when it is wintertime in the northern hemisphere, it is summertime in the southern hemisphere. Now we know why we have 4 seasons on Earth.